I've coached him for several years in Little League, and every year he has a special approach to make sure that he gets to play the position he wants or gets moved up higher in the lineup. You know, you may have a term for what he does, but he'll come over to me and say, "Joel, is that a fitted hat you're wearing? It's really nice." Or, "Joel, are those new sunglasses?" "All right, Isaac, you could bat fifth tonight."
I was in Isaac's English class last year, and we were having like a talk lesson about something, and he in one of his sentences he wrote the word schlep, and he claimed it was a real word. So Mrs. Schwartz, our English teacher, who was very stubborn, and everyone thinks she's like a genius in English, and she like knows everything pretty much about English, and she claimed that schlep wasn't a real word in the dictionary. So Isaac looks up in the dictionary, and we're talking and we're like doing our work, and then all of a sudden he says, "Ah!" And then he goes and he says, I found it." And he's like, Miss Schwartz, like, "You found what?" He's like, I found the word schlep, and she's like, wow, you got it, and then he said, all of a sudden he says, "I stumped the Schwartz."
No laughing. Okay. So we went on an airplane the other day, and everyone is standing there waiting online to get on the airplane. There's like 90 people all waiting online, and my son Jojo has some white something on his face. So Shelby turns to him and says, "Jojo, you have something on your face." So Jojo goes, "Really? What do you think it is?" So Isaac goes, "Oh, I'll get it off." And I go like this to Jojo, and like this, and then he goes like this. And 20 people are watching that Isaac is tasting what was on Jojo's face. He said, "That wasn't so bad, that was good." And everyone online was like, bleh.
2 o'clock in the morning, we hear a big thump, and we hear like this growl, like that. And then my mom and I wake up and we go down and we see he fell down the staircase. And he's like, "I fell down the staircase." It's like I was like sleepwalking. It's like I just fell.
He doesn't like when I correct him. So when I tell him what the mistake is, he said, I said that. So invariably we learn all these psukim, and then when I give a correction, he goes, I said that, that. So I thought it would be so funny. I told him, or I told his mother really, what happens to Shul if he would, every time he'd be correct, he goes, "I said that." So he'd be saying all these psukim, I said that. So there's a cartoon character, I said.
Isaac Aronoff was playing in the championship baseball game, and he was the catcher. And all of a sudden, it was at the end of the game, and he's catching a ball, and his mitt gets hit, and he's like, "I'm dying! Oh my God!" He throws the mitt. He runs. They plunge in his hands in ice. You see his face, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Ooh, that was good. Okay, good." And he runs back on and wins the game. That is Isaac.
I remember once when we were going to a Knick game, and I said, "Isaac, did you bring money? Because you want so many things when you get there." And you said, "Yes, I borrowed $25 from Dad, and my mom doesn't know, so I also got $25 from my mom."
One time, me and Isaac were at the Giants game, and as we were leaving at the gate, there was these sodas that they would give out for free that game. So Isaac grabs like a bunch of sodas, he puts them all in his sweatshirt as much as he could fit, and some of them fall down and everything. It's hilarious.
Recent family trip on a cruise to the Bahamas and Cayman Islands, and he somehow managed to be hanging out in the bar all the time with one of his friends on the boat. And he somehow developed a friendship with all of the bartenders at the prime age of 12 years of age. And the last day of the trip, the bartenders all went out of their way to find him to say goodbye.
He was getting in a car in front of the first bar at Bar Mitzvah, and he told one of the moms to put on one of the rock stations that has dance music because he said he had to get his groove on. He had to get in the mood.
It's so hard to narrow him down into one word.
That's impossible.
Only one?
Nice.
Scrumptious.
Klutzy.
Feisty.
Hilarious.
Awesome.
One of the funniest kids I've ever met in my life.
That's not one word.
There's a couple. There's a run-on word. A great kid. It's 2.
That's actually 3.
3.
Isaac in 20 years, that's a good question. I
think he's going to be a very successful lawyer.
A lawyer.
A lawyer.
A lawyer?
Lawyer. I see him running a deli.
Well, anyway, I think we've ripped on Isaac enough, so...
Every day is a new adventure with my wonderful son, Isaac Aronoff.
Isaac is a really good friend.
He's such a fun guy, and he's got a heart of gold. I have to tell you, no matter what he does with love and enthusiasm.
Isaac is like a really nice friend, and whenever you're down, you can always count on him because he has a really warm heart and he'd always be there to help you.
And he's always the one who roars the crowd, and he meets strangers, and he's very easy to talk to, and he talks to them.
He makes friends instantly. He could talk to a wall. Like, he's actually the funniest kid ever. He entertains himself.
He's just a naturally funny kid. He's just kind of like a klutz. He does really, really funny things. He's a really good friend.
That's just his nature.
He has a certain je ne sais quoi about him.
He's Isaac. Nobody better.
Helping people.
Isaac is the greatest kid I know. He's athletic, he's nice, he's funny. He's just so fun to be around.
You can't help but loving this guy.
Isaac? Where are you? What the heck?
See, I know, cool invention, the straw glasses. Watch me do it. Am I done yet? Voila. Shoot, I spilled! I spilled.
Oh my god.
They don't work too well. Looks like.
Isaac always sticks up for anybody who's down, and if anybody's ever making fun of somebody, he always sticks up for that person.
Very just friendly and warm and sweet and just like a real everyman kind of guy.
I like people.
Such a big heart. He's beloved. He's a good boy. He'll be a good man, and everybody likes him.
I have heard many of my friends, the fathers of his friends, say that they can't wait for him to become an adult so they can hang out with him.
I just want to know, when Isaac actually goes off to college, I'm just having a visual of what he's like at a frat party at like age 19, and somehow I just want to be there to see and be a part of that. So Isaac, in about 6 or 7 years, just don't forget about me, please.
Somehow, no matter how annoying he is, everybody loves him, including me.
Oh, mazel tov to you, Isaac.
Yeah, mazel tov. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov, Iceman.
Mazel tov, Isaac!
Yeehaw. I love him dearly.
We all love him.
Isaac, we love you.
So
Love you, Isaac. You're doing great.
Go Yankees.
So, enjoy this special day. By now you probably have already for the most part. And yes, it did cost me a lot of money. Bye.
And then what about Isaac's favorite?
I got the magic in me. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. Everybody knows I got the magic in me. When I hit the floor, the girls come snapping at me. Everybody wants a blast of magic, magic, magic.
This is what all describes me. This is what awesome looks like.
Magic, magic, oh. I got the magic in me. Every time I touch that track, it turns